Welcome back to another episode of Venha Predicts Fights 100% accurately using facts and logic.
Cap.
Today we're going to be looking at UFC New Orleans or UFC 318, but before we go into that, just wanted to point out I pretty much predicted the Derek Lewis fight night 100% accurately, so, I'm not saying I'm always right, but I definitely am.
I'm always right.
First up, we've got
I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Bruno Ferreira versus Jackson McVeigh. This was originally Bruno against Ikram, but he pulled out for unspecified reasons, and by that I mean I didn't bother to look it up. In comes Jackson McVeigh to save the day, and unfortunately, he's about to get brutally knocked out or submitted. Well, at least he got the UFC contract now. Next, we've got Ryan Spann against Lucas Brzeski. Wait, why is Ryan Spann fighting at heavyweight now? He lost to Where's Waldo by finish.
Boy.
Alright, good luck with this one, boys. I cannot confidently pick either of these bums, so just bet the under and call it a day. Next, we got Jimmy Crute and Marcin Prachnio. This is going to be a made-off for the ages. Jimmy has not won a fight since, 2021? And Marcin is, Marcin. So, he beat Khalil Roundtree that one time, and he's been 50-50 since, so if I had to pick, I'd say Jimmy gets it. But with the way he's been moving lately, he's primed to get crafty vetted by someone like Marcin, so, you're pretty much playing with fire on this one. Next, we've got Islam Dulatov against this auto-generated dude. His prime function seems to be just lose to anyone decent, so my money's on him getting flatlined. Next, we've got Ateba Guerte and Robert Valentin. What the fuck are these people? I'm gonna be real with you guys, I don't know who either of these guys are, but having a low health symbol as your country's flag cannot be a good sign, so I got whoever the other guy is. Next we got Francisco, I'm just gonna say Prado, and Nicole Viveve. Both are pretty exciting and have shit takedown defense, so this will very much be like that one fight last fight night with that Mitch Ramirez dude.
Who?
Exciting fight before one of them realizes the other is shit on the ground. My money's on Prado, just because, he's younger, and that always seems to work out somehow, even when they lose. Shout out to, was it Gabriel or Ismail? One of the Bonefim boys. Alright, now that we've got the riffraff out of the way, let's move on to the real meat and potatoes of this card. Opening up, or I guess the featured prelim, is Marvin Vettori versus Brendan Allen. You will never find anyone who hates Brendan Allen as much as I do. He got fraud checked by Imavov and then subsequently Fluffy, and that shit was long overdue. He was riding high on wins over Andre Muniz and Jotko Consonant Clusterfuck over here. I don't even know who that is.
Who are you?
Do you know who Jotko is? Anyway, unless Vettori does something to get himself submitted, which, let's be honest, he's very likely to do something stupid because his whole game plan is doing something stupid and hoping it works, but I'm going with Vettori either way. Screw Brendan Allen. For the featured prelim, we've got Kyler Phillips against Vinicius Oliveira. This one's tough because both guys are good and decently well-rounded. Kyler just got out-wrestled and controlled by Rob fucking Font, so he's not exactly at the height of his powers right now, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's a bit too soon to write him off, and it's 2025. It's been the year of the fraud check so far, so I'm gonna go with Kyler to get this one. Better performance against better opponents, so yeah. Opening up the main card, damn, Michael Johnson on a pay-per-view in big 2025? That's crazy. Well, they're obviously trying to feed him to Daniel Zellhuber, and make no mistake, this is a feeding because I genuinely do not see a universe where Johnson gets it done. Typically, this is where a vet crafts his way to a surprise win against a prospect, but Lord knows Michael Johnson has never been accused of being crafty. Zellhuber by KO, or playing it safe and getting an easy decision, he's kind of bitch-made like that. Next, we've got Dan Ige against Patricio Pitbull. I like Dan Ige, and I think he probably wins, but Patricio is kind of a specialist in beating guys that are sorta kinda okay and good. You know what I mean? You could see Patricio Pitbull and Dan Ige headlining a Bellator event, So he's kind of washed now. Plus, I think Ige won against Murphy, so as far as I'm concerned, he's on the 2-fight win streak, so Ige gets it. Next, we got the 49-70 guy. Wait, was it 49-70? 47-90? Anyway, he's fighting Daniel Rodriguez. Here's the thing, you guys. Daniel Rodriguez is really good against shit fighters, but really bad against better ones. So, is Holland a great fighter? No. Maybe if he locked in, he would be, but even in his delirious state, I'd like to think he's at least good enough to beat 40-year-old Daniel Rodriguez. Possibly by sub, I could see a Darce choke in there somewhere, but he could just sleep him with a easy 1-2. Decision is more likely though. Either way, I think Holland wins. Next, we've got Paulo Costa against Roman Kopylov. Damn, dog. Ain't no way Paulo is this washed. Even thinking about this fight is low-key depressing. I don't know. I don't like this Roman dude. He looks like evil Chase Hooper, so I'm gonna bet on Costa to be good one last time. This is the co-main event, by the way. That's crazy. Last but certainly not least, we've got the main event of the evening, the battle of the baddest motherfuckers in the UFC. Man, this is such a good fight. Now, I could go on and on about whose footwork is better and how Dustin is going to cut angles and win the outside foot battle and this other gay shit, but I'm just going to let the Diamond do all the talking for himself. Is this me trying to puss out of picking because I like both guys? Quite possibly. Alright, fine. Dustin wins. See ya.